Hare Krishna Param. Welcome, Hare Krishna, all kids. Welcome to the class. I know today is Halloween and everybody wants to go out for trick or treat, but the kids who are here, I'm feeling so proud of you, proud of all of you, that you are not going out and you are giving your time for Krishna. And today is a special day. It's not the regular day. Today we have Param giving presentation. I would like to introduce him. Param is 9-year-old and stays in Delaware. He likes to sing Guru Vandana. He is learning Mridanga. Param chants daily before going to school and more rounds on special day. He reads Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita almost daily, each for 15 minutes. Wow. Wow. Very nice, right? We have to get inspired by Param and try to read like him, like give time for each and every scripture. Very nice. And he's so excited to join Bhakti Sangha, and we are also excited to have him in our group. And today, Param is going to present on a very beautiful topic. We just have finished Srila Prabhupada Disappearance Day. He wants to glorify Srila Prabhupada. He wants to talk 26 qualities of Srila Prabhupada. Param, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna everyone. So I'm going to start with the Mangala Charan. Hare Krishna. Om Matya Mirirandasya Jnananjala Salakaya Takshunantamena Taksmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Srinivadi Pashtata Desha Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So So my the 26 qualities of Srila Prabhupada. What are the 26 qualities? A Vaishnava has 26 qualities that qualify them as a pure devotee. A Vaishnava who does represent these qualities is our dear Srila Prabhupada. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lokanath Das Thakur quotes Lord Chaitanya predicting that if the sinful people giving up their religious principles travel to far-off lands, his empowered commander-in-chief, Sinipati Bhakta, would go there in due time to deliver them as well. Srila Prabhupada was the commander-in-chief of Lord Chaitanya. Another Lord Chaitanya's prediction that in every town and village of this world, the chanting of his holy name will become heard. Kind, Kripalu, compassion, Karuna, magnanimous, Vandana, and works for everyone's welfare. By the time Srila Prabhupada passed away in 1977, he had already established 108 temples across six continents. He inaugurated the Rath Yatra festival of Lord Jagannath. In the major cities across the globe, he had initiated more than 5,000 disciples and launched the ISKCON. He wrote approximately 70 books on the science of Krishna consciousness, sleeping only a few hours per day. Srila Prabhupada was magnanimous, and as his gifts to the world were unlimited with tremendous spiritual value. Archita Dhoya does not equal Carol. When Prabhupada first met his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they had an argument on a political subject. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta defeated Srila Prabhupada's opinion using sound logic and spiritual evidence by proving that Krishna consciousness alone could India as well as the rest of the world from all sorts of material suffering. Because Srila Prabhupada was deficient, he surrendered very gracefully to spiritual master accurate conclusion and accepted him as his spiritual guide. We can understand how a pure devotee of the Lord Krishna is never defined and how we must how I was almost like use the arrows. Yeah, okay. The late 1960s, a generation of young women exhausted of a social system that styled their development in a network expansion and exploitation. At that time, Srila Prabhupada arrived on the scene, loudly preaching the message of Lord Krishna and spoke truthfully, altering the pure devotee in quadrily difference to the time circumstance to attract the followers, fame or money. In the noosphere, seeing the spiritual sense gratification, Srila Prabhupada presented a process of his spiritual life that was based on a person's sacrifice, purification of the sense. Because of the sincere presentation of Lord Krishna's message and shining example of the spiritual perfection, gradually began to understand what he was saying and received with the great pleasure. Such was the powerful effect of Srila Prabhupada's truthfulness. Srila Prabhupada exhibited this characteristic of a pure devotee continually engaged in distributing Lord Nityananda's mercy to everyone regardless of their caste, creed, gender, enthusiastic, or background, and he humbly requested his disciples to assist him in the service. Srila Prabhupada, because he was equal to everyone, did not take any offense. Rather, he took a note of the spark devotion coming through and expressed his appreciation, saying, just see, he had begun his devotional service. Prabhupada said that because a drunk man came and gave toilet paper in the service of Krishna, Srila Prabhupada performed all of his devotional activities in surrender to the desire of Lord Krishna. His activities were supervised by the personal hand of the Supreme Lord and were subsequently free from all defeats. His eye was filled with the love of Godhead, were fully spiritual and free from all defect, as were the rest of their senses, which were engaged in the transcendental loving service for Lord Krishna. Srila Prabhupada never displayed the quality of false pride and maintained a mild nature with which everyone felt ease. Srila Prabhupada's mild nature attracted everyone towards him, whether they be the famous musicians of Beatles, government officials, the poor people on the streets of India, or be little children. All of them respected Srila Prabhupada and looked up to him. In 1969, the first Rath Yatra Festival of Europe was organized in London. His disciples said that there would be a lot of people coming. However, just before the start of the Yatra, the wheel of the Rath cart broke. As a result, the chariot collapsed and it was a disaster. One of Prabhupada's disciples wrote what happened, and he felt he had disappointed his guru, and tens of thousands of people who had come for the festival. But Srila Prabhupada was very peaceful in the whole chase. He replied back explaining that the incident occurred not due to misfortune, but he had he instructed the devotees to learn from their mistakes and taught them whatever to do in Krishna consciousness-based be firm platform. He cheered up the devotees and told them not to feel bad. Instead, he instructed them to focus on their next Ratata and do it again with most enthusiasm. Srila Prabhupada exhibited cleanliness both internally and externally. His heart and mind were continually in waters of love of Godhead, and his body was always engaged in the Supreme Lord's pure devotional service. Srila Prabhupada's cleanness, profound and far-reaching, that was only he himself perfect, but he was purified by the lives of thousands of men and women who had possessed no proper concept of internal spiritual or external bodily cleanness. Srila Prabhupada exhibited cleanness both internally and externally. Srila Prabhupada was very forgiving. He freely forgave others' offenses and never gave up on anyone, because there is no limit to Lord Nityananda's mercy and compassion, no end to his forgiveness. Prabhupada was very forgiving and ideal representative of Lord Nityananda. Srila Prabhupada has long desired to travel to the West and preach the science of Krishna consciousness. His spiritual master Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had instructed him to do so. Srila Prabhupada was willing to sacrifice everything to service Lord Krishna. He was 69 years age when he set foot on the desk of Jala Dutta. He was completely alone. Finally, by the mercy of his spiritual master, it was happening. The 35-day journey was existence. Srila Prabhupada suffered greatly from seasickness, diseases, and vomiting. In the course of his journey, he suffered from 2 heart attacks. He prayed to Lord Krishna instantly. Lord Krishna then appeared in his dream and saw the Supreme Lord rowing his ship. He assured Prabhupada of his protection and asked him not to grieve. The captain of the ship immediately never seen the Atlantic calm in his entire career. Srila Prabhupada wrote in his diary that if the Atlantic had shown his usual face, perhaps he would have died in the ship, but Lord Krishna has taken charge, and calmness of the waters was his mercy. Although Srila Prabhupada was served the most opulent prasadam, often presented to the grand amounts by his loving disciples, he exploited this luxury, accepting only very portions and distributing the rest to the devotees. He always obtained full spiritual potency and complete dedication to pleasing the transcendental senses of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada was poetic not only in the writing as shown by beautiful poems glorifying his spiritual master and Lord Krishna, but in every aspect of his personality as well, gesturing, walking, talking, singing, smiling, dancing, archana were all performed with natural poetic grace, benefiting a swan-like pure devotee of Lord Krishna. The poems that he had composed, including those that were written on board Jaladuta, are the most profound spiritual emotions of illustrations of Vaishnava. When Srila Prabhupada arrived on the shores of America in 1965, he faced the tremendous challenge of preaching Krishna consciousness to a civilization of stubborn sense of gratification. Srila Prabhupada demonstrated his expertise by tailoring his presentation of Lord Krishna consciousness perfectly according to the time, place, and circumstance. He offered a spiritual program that the common man elevate fashion that sincere souls spontaneously attracted. Srila Prabhupada accepted thousands of disciples, and due to their irresistible transcendence, had to tolerate a grief. He never took his mercy and friendship humbly, referring to himself as their well-wisher. Friendship is the rarest of treasure to be found anywhere, and to appreciate and guard it as our dearest wealth. Srila Prabhupada never took any credit for accomplishments, though he was very instrumental in propagating the message of Lord Chaitanya all over the world, yet he stayed humble, which reflected through his prayers. Although my Guru Maharaj had ordered me to accomplish this mission, I am not worthy to fit to do it. I am very fallen and sick again. Therefore, O Lord, now I am begging for your mercy so that I may become worthy for you. You are the wisest and most experienced of all. Prayer to Lord Krishna's lotus feet on board the ship September 13, 1965. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you. So, I'm gonna do a little thing to please Lord Prabhupada. It's called to please your spiritual master. So it's called Shri Guru Charan. Okay, I'm gonna start now. Okay. Shri Guru Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Param, wonderful presentation, and your enthusiasm is super. You made us happy, very happy, and you have glorified Srila Prabhupada very nicely, which each and every quality of Vaishnava and quality of Srila Prabhupada, the pastimes and that you have shared is so nice. Thank you so much, Param, and your bhajan is very nice. Srila Prabhupada will be very happy seeing your enthusiasm. Thank you so much. Very bold. So, forum is open for the realizations. You all can say what did you like in Praram's presentation. Go ahead. I think Smriti can unmute. Yeah, go ahead, Smriti.
Okay, Param, I really liked your presentation. Cause I would have never thought about doing something like this. Cause normally, I would have done something that was related, to the Kartik month. But I really like the choice of the topic, and I like how for each one you gave so much information, and you didn't just say that Prabhupada was like this and was like this, and we added some evidence of how Prabhupada was actually like that.
Thank you, Smriti.
Next, Kabir, you can go ahead. One after the other. Whoever raised the hands can go, okay?
So, Hare Krishna Param, and I really like your presentation. It's because you didn't just talk about who he was, he did that. You gave evidence and example. You gave an example of what happened in evidence. So I really like it, and you actually explained it. You explained all 26 of them in each slide. I really liked it, how it was set up. Hare Krishna Param.
Thank you, Kabir. Hare Krishna.
Subhadra Giridhari, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Param, I really liked your presentation. I liked how you talk about Srila Prabhupada, and I didn't even think about this, but now I realized how much evidence you gave, not just only about him, you gave every single detail. You didn't miss any detail. I really like the presentation.
Hare Krishna Param, I like your presentation the most because it's about Srila Prabhupada, and you did a bhajan of him. I liked Srila Prabhupada's bhajans, his books. I like them, his quality and behavior. So Hare Krishna Param.
Hare Krishna Subhadra Giridhari, thank you.
Okay, I think everybody shared. Ramchandra, would you like to speak? Are you there around? Okay. If everybody is done, so Subhadra and Giridhari wanted to chant one round. That's what they said in Damodar class. Are you all ready, Subhadra and Giridhari, to chant one round?
Yes, Mataji, I'm a Japamala.
Chant one round. Can you all start chanting? Jai Shri? I will also chant with you all.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Hold
Nityananda
Shiva Radhe Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram, Ram Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Ram Ram Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
What happened? I can't hear anybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram
How many of you are done one round chanting? You're not done? Okay, continue.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Are you all done?
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu.
Mataji, I'm done.
Mataji, I'm done.
Everyone is done, Mataji.
Yeah. You're all done? Okay, so
Yes,
we will
Mataji.
call today early because it's Halloween trick or treat. Everybody is coming and knocking my door also. So I thought, okay, we will join today early. You all can go and enjoy. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhu bhyeva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji. Pranav ki jai. Everybody ki jai.
Bye.
Especially Mataji ki jai.
Jai Subhadra. Thank you so much for allowing all of us to chant one round. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mataji. I wanted to do it because I'm trying to go higher than 1.
Oh, Haribol. Jai, Jai. Bye.
Question.